Hello.
Hello,
What is your name?
Gary Brian Rosenberg.
Where are you from?
I'm from Oak Park, Michigan.
What type of community service have you participated in?
I participated in volunteering in an old folks community for a summer when I was 13 years old.
What role do you think volunteer work plays in building a community?
Excuse me. The role that it plays in the community is that it shows younger people that there's more people in the community that live there, play there, work there, and also have been established in that community for the things that brought the kids what they have today.
How did you find your way to this organization or volunteer work?
I found it through the synagogue where I was training for my bar mitzvah at.
Can you tell me about the specifics of what you do during this volunteer work?
I played checkers and chess with some of the people there. I played cards with them. I helped them organize some of their rooms at times. I also would take people for walks outside in their wheelchairs around the gardens and the outside of the community.
Would you say you established any relationships with these people at the time?
Yes, I did establish relationships with some of the people. There was a couple people that I really took a keen liking to.
Why did you select this organization or type of volunteer work to participate in?
Well, I needed to find something for my mitzvah, for my bar mitzvah. So I reached out to the synagogue and they helped me find a place.
What do you like most about this volunteer work?
Um, the happiness that were in the people that I was working with at the community. It was very rewarding to talk to some of these people and see that they didn't have a lot of family and other people that would come in and see them, and they didn't really appreciate the interaction with the workers at the place.
Why do you say that?
Just you could feel it from talking to the people.
What lessons have you learned from your volunteer experience?
Um, that I don't want to be in an old folks home when I grow up. No, that there's a lot that could be given back, and there's people out there that are in these homes and places that don't have any family or anybody that comes and visits them. It was really sad talking to some people who hadn't seen their children in many, many years, and they live in the same community that we're in today.
Tell me about the pieces of your volunteer work that leave you the most satisfied.
It was helping people get around. One particular instance was we went to the Detroit Zoo and I had to wheel somebody around the zoo in their wheelchair. And they just enjoyed going through the whole zoo and seeing the animals and doing the different things that, were available at the zoo.
How important do you think it is for people to volunteer their time within their communities?
I think it's important if you have the time. Everybody gets tied up with their day-to-day lives and they do forget about the community, but there is some things with the community that are good that you can get back to.
What would you say to a young person who is contemplating the exploration of community service?
But I think it's very important and humbling for them to give back to the community and understand, the things that the community has given to them.
Do you have some suggestions for how someone might find a volunteer organization that is right for him or her?
Well, I think that person would have to look inside themselves and think of what their interests are. If, for example, their interests are in computers, then they should maybe go volunteer and help some people out, try to learn how to use a computer.
Like at a local library?
Like at a local library.
Do you think people have a responsibility to volunteer in some way with their communities? Please explain.
Don't think that people have a responsibility, but I think it's nice that people allow themselves to be able to give back to the community.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.